What's up guys, Proper Truth here. Today I'll be giving you guys a deck profile on my personal deck, Lightsworn. I do have a couple people asking me for the profile because this weekend is the new sneak peek for Code of Duelist and the Twilight Swarms will be in there. If you guys like the deck profile, if you guys have any questions, just shoot me the question down in the comment box below and I'll get back to you. Let's get started. Alright guys, let's get to it. First up, I play 3 Judgment Dragons. Judgment Dragon is the heart of the deck. He blows up board. Doesn't matter what format you're in, even in Link format, JD will always be JD. If you don't stop his summoning or stop his effect, he's gonna clear board. And that's exactly why I play 3. I've had people tell me I should play 2, but for right now, I'm gonna play 3 until Code of Duelist comes out. I may drop this down to 2, so I could play 2 JDs and 2 Punishment Dragons. And I'm gonna just be testing it out like that. So, 3 Judgment Dragons. Next up, I play 3 Luminas. Now, Lumina is the soul of the deck. She's basically the monster reborn for level 4 lowest by pitching a card in your hand. She's actually going to be really good when the new Lumina, I think her name is Lumina Shamana, I think it is. When she comes out, there's going to be so many combos with this. You can actually summon the new Lumina, banish a Lightsworn in your graveyard, special summon her if she's in your banish zone, effect, pitch a card, special summon another Lightsworn, overlay into Levier. Levier special summons another monster in your banish zone, and you could just do so much. She's gonna open up so many plays. So I am gonna keep this at 3 when the Twilights come out. So 3 Luminas. Next up, I played 3 Raidens. Now, Raidens is Raiden. You get 4 mils out of him, 2 by activating his effect, and then another 2 at your end phase. So I think personally, he is probably MVP in the deck. And if you mill a Lightsworn, he becomes a 19 hitter. It's just and he's a level 4 tuner, so you can't go wrong with 3 Raidens. Raidens is an amazing card. Next up, 3 Wolves. Now, I have a friend of mine who hates this card, and he doesn't even play it in his Lightsworn deck. And he's telling me to take it out, and I really don't want to take out Wolf. I think Wolf is just too good in here, especially the way I built the deck. This deck is phenomenal. I've actually never really had any complaints about it. I've actually had people tell me, what's the deck profile? And I think if you're milling a lot in Lightsworns, I say play 3 of him. If you're not really milling that much in Lightsworns and you're just playing like a small version of Lightsworns, don't even go for 3. But I'm playing a pure Lightsworn deck right now, and it works perfectly. Like this card, I'm always milling it. My brother always gets mad at me when I mill Wolf out of it. He tells me I have the luck of a wolf. So 3 Wolves. Next up, 2 Lilas. I may drop Lila down to 1 when the new Lila comes out. I'm just still debating. I don't even like it at 2 right now because of the fact that I have to waste a normal summon for it. Don't get me wrong, she's an awesome mill. She's milling 3 cards at the end phase, but that's at the end phase. And if I normal summon her, I don't really do anything with her, especially if my opponent doesn't have a back row, I wasted a normal summon, which is why I may drop this down to 1 and then play one of the other Lila. I'm still debating if I should play one of the other Lila, the one that's coming out in Code of Duelist, because sure, it's good to summon her and then pop back row. And let's say if that's a strike and you have JD in the hand, it's perfect. But if your opponent doesn't have back row and you just wasted a normal summon and you gotta wait to end phase to mill, it's really not that worth it. So I may drop her down to 1. The only reason why I'm playing 2 is because she's a name for JD, and you know she is a back row killer. She can clear. I've had times when I've popped a warning or a strike and then summoned JD, which kind of saved me, you know, from JD getting destroyed. So that's the reason why I'm playing 2 for right now. Next up, 2 Felice. Now, at one point I was playing her at 1, and I would never go to 3, even though I'm milling a lot in this deck, simply because of the fact that if she gets milled by like charge or solar recharge, it's not worth it. She only gets special summon if by the effect of a monster effect. So if I mill her with Raiden and find that's instant exceed of a 4, so that's the only real reason why I put her up to 2, because I wanted to see that extra mill, and I saw that it does help at 2. I've seen people play 1, I've seen people play none. So that's my only reason. And another reason, she does clear a monster off board by attributing her and then milling 3. She does clear a big monster. So if you don't have JD in the hand, you need to clear the board. She is that one purpose. That's if I mill her though. So I play 1 Aaron, 1 Gareth, and then 1 baby Minerva. Aaron is awesome. She's a great mill at end phase. There is times when I do apply her effect. Like for an example, when I was playing against a guy who had a Shadal deck at the time, it did kick in. Even though they flip and they apply effect, it still goes back in the deck. Gareth, I'm still iffy on. I use him because the draw power and the extra mill. It does come clutch sometimes, not all the time. So I'm not too sure if I am gonna take him out when Code of Duelist, when Twilights come out. So I'm not too sure. And 1 Minerva, this baby Minerva is awesome. There's times when I actually milled a Wolf or a Felice, and it came clutch. And there was also another time when I summoned her, and I had 4 different names of Lightsworns, and I actually was able to search Eclipse Wyvern at the time. I'm not running Eclipse Wyvern as of right now. I'm testing it in a different way. But there is times when I summon her and I get Wyvern, and that's awesome because Wyvern is just an OP card. It gets you your JD when it hits the graveyard. So that's it for the Lightsworn builds, guys. Right now, since we're in Link format, I am playing 3 Gofus. I tried this already, and it's pretty awesome. This is an instant decode talker, which gives me an extra 2 slots in back row for my extra deck monsters, and it's amazing. Like I've actually summoned Minerva and Clearwing on board just because I was able to go into decode talker right off the bat on first turn. So that's the reason why I'm playing Gofu, just because of the fact that it's instant decode talker. It opens up my extra deck. Next up, 1 BLS, just because Gofu's dark and Twilights are going to be all dark. So Electromagnetic Turtle, for obvious reasons, just to end the battle phase. And then this is probably the next MVP card of the deck, just like any mill deck. Fairy Tale Snow. I call her Snow the Product. If you guys don't know who Snow the Product is, look her up on YouTube. She's an awesome rapper. She reminds me of the female version of Eminem, to be honest. But I play 3 of her. She is awesome. She stops OTK. She stops your opponent's play sometimes. To me, this card should have been at least an ultra rare. So, just like any other mill deck, you play 3. Trick Clown. Obviously, if you mill him, pay a G, special summon him. And that's actually pretty much for the monster lineup, guys. Spell lineup. 3 solar recharges. It's the D-draw of the deck. You can get an extra 2 mills. Can't complain about that. I played 2 monster reincarnations. Now, I played this at 1 at one point. It was pretty good, to the point when I was like, you know what, I gotta put a second one. Monster reincarnation is awesome. If you mill JD, pitch a card, special summon it. Sometimes that card that you pitch out of your hand could actually be the 4th target for your JD. Or there's times when I've actually brought back Lumina instead, because Lumina, I will actually Black Rose board before summoning JD. So I say 2. I like it at 2. I even liked it at 1, but 2 to me is better. Next one, the Rhoda of the deck, in charge of the Light Brigade. I wish this card was at 3. This card, it needs to come back to 3. I know a lot of people don't agree with me. I have friends that tell me I'm crazy, but this card is just too good, and I'm glad it's at 2, but I'd be even more happy if it was at 3. One of That Grass Looks Greener. It's good that they hit this at 1. At the same time, I wish they didn't. But and 4 nerds were abusing this card. Like, I wasn't even abusing it that bad with Lightsworns. But it's a good card. The only reason why it's in here right now is because I'm playing 44, and I know I'm going to put the deck up to like 55 maybe, 51, 55, when the Twilight Sworns come out. It's a good card. You know, there's times when I've activated it and I milled only 3 cards, and one of them was a wolf. So it's pretty decent. It's all right. I think it's gonna get better once Twilights come out and I add more cards to the deck. 1 Raigeki, 1 Galaxy Cyclone, 1 Foolish, Soul Charge, and Rhoda. Obviously, these are pretty much the staples for Lightsworns. You know, any Raigeki and Soul Charge is pretty much staples for any other deck. But this is, I consider this staples for this deck. Rhoda to get your Raiden, Gareth, or Aaron. Soul Charge as the Monster Reborn for anything you needed. Foolish for Wolf or your 4th target for a Lightsworn. Even there's times when I Foolish Electromagnetic Turtle when I got desperate. I may jump this up to 2. Galaxy Cyclone, I may jump it up to 2. Simply because of the fact that I clear back road and next turn I could pop something, a face up. Like, I've actually popped Diagram with this. So I might actually jump this to 2. And Raigeki just because it clears board. And the last 2 spells that I play, Shuffle Reborn and Reasoning. Reasoning because I can mill a lot with this, or I can get a summon out of it if my opponent calls it wrong. And Shuffle Reborn. Now, this card is tricky in this deck. I've had friends say play 3. I'm playing 1. I tried it at 2. It was alright. I like it at 1, but I have to see if I can play it at 3. I only have 2 right now, so I'm looking for a 3rd one. And once I get the 3rd one, I'll throw all 3, see how it works. The only downside is that I just need to control no monsters. And the way I build the deck, I'm always having a monster on board. So I'm going to try it out when I get the 3rd one. And then the last card, Breakthrough Skill. Breakthrough Skill is going to go to 2. I'm going to put this to 2. I'm gonna jump it up to 2. I thought about 3, but I thought it would just be too much. So I'm gonna put it at 2. This card is just too good, especially against Dryden. You know, I've activated, negated Dryden's effect, and my turn comes and do it again. Banish and negate Dryden's effect, and then JD board or clear or Black Rose board. It's just too good, and that's the reason why I'm most likely gonna go to 2. So extra deck. These are the only links I'm playing right now. Link Spider and Decode Talker. I am going to jump this up to 2. I just don't know what to take out for it because I love how my extra deck is so far. But I will end up playing 2 of him. Decode Talker is just too good. At least in this deck with the Gofus. Synchro lineup. 1 Michael, 1 Black Rose, 1 Clearwing, 1 Stardust, 1 Scarvite, Red Dragon Archfiend, and 1 Crimson Blader. Crimson Blader, I may take out for the 2nd Link Spider. I mean, he's good. He was very good when I went up against, like, Blue Eyes of Cosmos. He did stop a lot of stuff. But if that's if I'm playing a deck that's going to have high levels. Like, there's people who's going to play, what's that deck? World Chalice. They don't even have levels. You know, all the links don't have levels, so I may take him out. I don't know yet. I'm still debating. Scarvite, he's like my 4th JD, and Black Rose is like my 5th JD. They clear board, and that's the only reason why I'm running these 2 still. Because if I don't have to summon JD right away, and I can clear your board with one of these, and then summon JDs or summon all 3 JDs if I have them in here, it's game. I'm gonna force you to either negate this, so you don't have to negate my JD. Stardust, protection of destruction. Clearwing to protect anything that targets or level 5 or higher that activates an effect. And Michael, just because he banishes, he mills 3 and he recycles. It wasn't that hard to pick a synchro lineup for this deck. I have pretty much had an idea how I wanted it. So that's the synchros. For Exceeds, 2 Minervas, for obvious reasons. It's a Lightsworn deck. 1 Tsukiyomi, Tornado Dragon, Emerald, and then the Utopia family. Now, I like the extra deck how it's working. 2 Minervas, I played at 1 at one point, and it's just too good. You need to play at least 2. I think 3 is overdoing it. You're just wasting space in your extra deck, especially now that Link's out. I say 2 is the perfect number. Tsukiyomi, awesome, because if I have Wolf or Electromagnetic Turtle stuck in my hand, get rid of it and then draw 2. There's times when I had dead cards in my hand, and he actually made it my day when I'll banish 7 cards for Snow, and then summon a level 4 and then overlay into him, or just summon 2 Snows. There's times when I banish 14 cards just to get him out to clear my hand, and then I drew into JD and BLS. So he's awesome. Tornado Dragon, obvious reasons, clear back row during either player's turn. Emerald for recycle. I actually got lucky at one point with him. I brought back all 3 JDs and then drew into 1. So I won that game that day just because of that. And then Utopia family, just because Lightning is just too OP. I punch over anything that's bigger than JD or bigger than himself. So, and you can't activate none during when he's in battle. So to me this is a perfect Exceed lineup. I like it so far. I don't know if I will do changes. Maybe, depending though. I don't think I will, but so far I like it. And that's pretty much it for the extra deck, guys. Now, I do not have a side deck for this deck yet, simply because of the fact that we don't even know our ban list. That's number 1. Number 2, yeah, True Dracos and Zoos or True Zoos or whatever. Those decks are MVPs right now. They're just phenomenal. They're taking over the format, and the fact that I don't know what to side deck for the next format. We all know that Zoos are gonna get in, True Dracos will get hit. Hopefully they do, and if they do, I have to see the new format to see what to side deck. And I'm thinking about keeping the Kaijus in my extra deck. It has worked against Zoos and True Dracos. And side deck sometimes, there's times when I never had to side deck, even against True Dracos. You know, like I said, doesn't matter what format it is, JD will always be JD, and there's times when I gotten through that. So, thank you for watching, guys. If you guys like the deck profile, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, shoot me a comment or a question in the comment box below. And thank you for tuning in, guys. Later.